Rai from Smile Foundation. It's the exam time of the year again. And again, from the students to the parents to the teachers, everyone is under tremendous stress, especially the children. Why? Because it's not just their own targets that they are supposed to meet, but at the same time, they are overburdened with the expectations that the parents and the teachers have pinned on them. So today we have with us India's renowned psychologist and of course a mental health expert, Dr. Aruna Broota. And I am glad and I feel privileged that she's a Smile supporter too. So first of all, thank you so much, Ms. Broota, for being a part of this interaction.
I should say I am grateful to you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Good. It is a very relevant and a burning topic. Exams are on 2nd for the 12th and 7th of March for the 10th.
Exactly.
Right? And children are going bonkers with the anxiety that they have, and they want to put their eyes bigger and bigger onto the notebook so that they can scan more and more at one time, and they want to have photo memory so that they just read once and not forget. And all through the year they've probably been working or not been working all that seriously. But on this note, I will say this program and this kind of text that we are putting in should be around the year, so that children and the parents get conditioned not to put so much pressure on the student. Every parent does not want to look into their own report cards, but every parent wants their child to come out with flying colors, with above 98% marks, 98 Debby, right? And I think it's asking for too much, and we must be very realistic about it. Let me give you quickly a case study. There is a girl coming to me even today, though she is in 12th and the exam is on the 2nd, and she is vomiting and has been with the best of the doctors, and the doctors say that it is nothing but anxiety.
Exactly.
And you will be surprised that she has been taking pills to change her menstruation date, and that is harmful in the long run. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. And there are a lot of other children who are taking various kinds of medicines so that they don't get sleep at night, and they want to wake up the whole night. And this is a time when we are talking of AI, that is artificial intelligence, and your entire computer and the logistics of the computer games, etc., are based on the brain model. So if a computer can hang because you've gone beyond what it can take in gigabytes, I'm sure the brain is going to hang during the examination hour. That's what I'm trying to say.
We are but humans, yeah?
Yeah. So what's going to happen? Children may say, oh, I've forgotten everything. This doesn't mean that they've really forgotten. It's just that the brain is overloaded and the time schedule is too limited.
And the panic has probably set in.
So let the first thing be on record that the sleep that the children or anyone can get between 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock midnight, that is 10 p.m., is called nocturnal sleep, and this gives maximum rest to the brain as compared to the rest of the sleep. So that is what you need to understand. So it is nice that we sleep at 10, but the work culture of children is changing. At least sleep at 11. For heaven's sake, don't wake up all night to do the course all over again and let me go through it again and again. I know of last year's case. I had 7 cases where the students had fainted in the examination hall. And these are not just girls, they're boys also. And it was nothing but the brain that was too tired, waking up all night and being overloaded. So that's one point I do want to say. I also want to say, if a father of a child has never gone beyond 50% marks, is he not doing well in life? He's doing well in life. So parents come back and tell me, no, work culture has changed, no, there's a lot of competition, no, he must stand first, no, he must get above 98%, blah, blah, blah. And I am saying, look at your husband, look at your own self, look at me. Excuse me, I'm not a topper. I don't know why you're shooting me. You should shoot a topper of my time. But it is not that you have to be very high on marks. It is your personality that counts. How you talk, how you walk, how you express yourself, how you convince the other person. I think that takes you in life by leaps and bounds. But I forgot to ask you, Debbie, are you a topper?
No.
So
Not
you've
at all.
also reached where you've reached. Parents, they must note that if you take light milk and not heavy milk, by light I mean toned milk, it helps the child in stress.
Okay.
So when he or she is going for exam or for class, try to give toned milk in the morning rather than to give anything else.
Okay.
You could give a toast and a banana. When children say we don't want to eat anything, everything is going to come out because they are suffering from anxiety. And at that time, if you give 1 teaspoonful of honey mixed with say 4 or 5 teaspoons full of water, neither hot nor cold, it's going to soothe their anxiety.
Okay.
So that is a very good tip I want to share with everybody. I will also say that if you give these days yellow guava, pila amrut, it brings down anxiety. The third thing I will say is that if you take say things like noodles, if you take things like pasta, if you take
Junk
things
food,
like
mainly.
macaroni, if you take pizzas, you can. I'm not going to take them away from the children's culture, but don't overdo it because there are studies that show that white flour slows down information processing in the brain, and whole wheat flour, that is your atta, facilitates information processing in the brain.
Okay.
If you take during board exams fried food, then that is going to make you sleepy and inactive. So try to avoid that also. However, I'm not saying that for all the 20 days that you're going to be in the examination hall, become a Rishi Muni. No, eat what you like to, but in small quantities. That is what I want you to do, so that you enjoy everything, but you don't overdo and you don't feel sleepy. The last thing which you're not going to like, I know that as students, do not keep your telephones in your room at night. There is this epidemic that has crossed all over the world, and it is called e-addiction, that is electronics addiction. And you know very well that if you're doing gaming, it is sort of a chaska, right? And you will not like to get out of it. You would want acha 2 minute or acha 2 minute or, and you will ruin your man hours like that. So it is better that you are on the phone, you are chatting, but you're chatting in between the break time that you're taking, in between the study time that you have made. You've taken a break, okay, do a little bit of chatting but not gaming. Don't do that, you will get into trouble. But that slipped into nothing, that electromagnetic waves that I was talking about. Don't keep any electronic gadget in your room. If you want that there should be some sound and you are able to study better or even sleep better, then it is better that you have a radio with you which doesn't have internet. Don't use the radio through your internet. So that's going to harm you. Electromagnetic waves harm the information processing and the memory process, the restoration, the storage that you have. The forgetting will occur much faster.
So, Ms. Broota, just this one last question. How do you think that the parents at home and the teachers, of course, at school, how can they support the children face this stress, or how can they be in any way helpful so that the children perform better?
Debbie,
without...
see the difference. If I talk to you and tell you, ab yaad aaya, ab jitna ho sakta hai kar lo, it's a negative statement.
Of course.
Let's be positive towards the children, right? And if at this time a mother can call someone and praise her child while the child is listening, you know, the child behaves in a very charged way, positively charged way, and the child will make effort to study more genuinely,
so
and
that
not with
validation
anger.
comes.
So he tries to be what the mother says, that no, my child is very serious, no, my child is doing very well, no, my child has woken up and I'm very happy for it, he'll do well. Let her not say he'll do well with flying colors. No, that raises the expectation and nervousness in the child. But just say, I know my child is going to do well. And I think that is like an injection to the child, that the child is motivated to even encash on what little time is left. Teachers, well, one message to them, please don't pick your favorites. Favorites is the ones that hold the first 5 positions in the class and you work only with them. Try to lift a child who has been, attentive, in alert, because that child needs more movement, more encouragement. If you can still wish these children by telephone, by messages, I tell you they will remember you all their life. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Broota. This was indeed very
Thank you,
informative, and there were so many new things that we got to know. And we hope that the students, the parents, and the teachers are going to take your word very seriously this time. So, to all the students out there,
Good luck.
Study hard, good luck,
Good
but
luck.
stay calm, and most importantly, keep smiling. Bye.